Hey everybody, it is Nerdad back, and we are playing Baldur's Gate 3 again. And we are
What's that?
picking right up where we left off
No,
yesterday,
never
which
mind.
is to say we are right on the edge of getting into the Shadow Curse lands. You can actually see, like, down in here, lots of Shadow Cursey looking stuff. And then, of course, there is just the flat out, like, shadow that's way over here. It is still going to be a little while before we actually go into the Shadow Curse lands, but at least it's right over there. For what it is worth, as soon as we go into the Shadow Curse lands, that is where everybody agrees is the definitive switch over into Act 2. So we are now in kind of Act 1.5. We are heading over to the Githyanki Kresh, which is in this whole area. So we're going to make our way down into that area and check things out. For right now, not too much happened offline. In fact, nothing really happened offline except I rearranged a few of the icons. So we are just picking up
Broken.
literally
Need to
right where
find
we left
another way.
off. And so yeah, we have this whole broken bridge right here. It's supposed to be where you're supposed to go in, but we're not going to worry about that right now. What we are going to do is we're going to go down to this little area right here. We did spend a good amount of gold last time on some new gear. Some of it needed immediately,
That's curious.
some of it not needed immediately. But yeah, it was a pretty enormous chunk of what we've got. So I will be paying attention to opportunities to buy a little bit of that gold, or get a little bit of that gold back. A dimension door and gold and some
Wonder if the
gems.
gods are watching me.
Very important part with Gale coming up here. So we'll check this out.
Who there, wanderer? Stay thy course a moment to indulge an old man.
Elminster?
The very same, Gale. And a fair bit miffed he is, too, finding himself forced to expose his best pair of boots to so many miles of country road on your behalf.
Let's see, I think some proper introductions are in order. Many miles, you say? Where do you hail from? And hit that country road, old man. I'm not interested in the junk you sell or the junk you tell. Yeah, I think some proper introductions are in order.
Meet Elminster Ormar, a good friend of mine, but rather more significantly, he's the most famed and respected wizard in the realms.
Am I, indeed? Most famed and respected errand boy, more like. I was bid to spare neither time nor my own self to find you. She sent me, Gale. You know of whom I speak.
Oh, my
But
ex?
why? Out with it, Elminster. Please.
Young man, has your sojourn away from Waterdeep washed away your decorum as well as your patience? Nigh a 10-day I've gone without honest fare, worthy of the name. Drank naught, but what the sky entitled my thirst. Why, some bread, cheese, and a cup of wine would appear unto me a feast. Surely you would begrudge me a mite of rest and repast before I get out with it?
You know, he is a wizard. He should be able to take care of that by himself. I mean, it's like a level 1 spell called Create Water. Come on, guy. See, I suppose we could part with a few of our rations.
And a great kindness that would be. See, Gale, even in these barren parts, the art of hospitality begets inspired new works. If only one keeps up the practice.
Oh, for the love of...
This way, then? To your camp. Oh, don't dawdle now, lad. You're the one who's in such a frightful hurry.
Oh, nigh on 13 centuries old and he still thinks with his stomach. We'd best follow and see if he's more disposed to speak plainly once it's stopped its grumbling.
You know, whenever you first meet Gale, he does ask you, hey, are you versed in magic? You know, if you see any elder wizards, let me know, please, because I have something super important. And as soon as we actually meet one, it's somebody that he knows, and he treats him like a It's like he's a schoolboy and he's treating him like a teacher. All right, very well. I suppose I'm as curious as you are to hear what he has to say.
A wise choice. Better to indulge your curiosity than Elminster's appetite.
Yes, what a delightful wedge of old Arthurian that was.
I'm Skip.
Doesn't do to parley on an empty stomach, you know. Makes one's words frivolous when they should be grave.
That's good life advice, you guys.
Plenty to digest, after all. A good deal to stew over, if you will. Words ladled with import should be savored so as to better absorb their meaning.
Ah,
Don't you
food
agree?
puns.
Elminster!
Right.
Gil's having none of it too.
You see, well, that is to say, Gale, my boy, I've come to address a most pressing matter. I'll speak as plainly as I can, forswearing the accustomed frills that decorate my speech. I'm here on behalf of Mistra. The message and the charge I bring you are hers.
Pretty cool beard. I like his beard. Looks exquisite. Very wizardly. You were sent here as an actual divine messenger, so I'm surprised she sent you in the first place after Gale's debacle. What message and what charge would that be? Yeah, let's talk about Gale's debacle. It seems worthwhile to mention.
Thank you for that most considerate reminder.
You know where you went wrong, Gale. No, we needn't dwell on that here and now. But even so, you're to be given a chance of redemption.
Mistra would consider forgiveness.
She would consider what she considers to be forgiveness. Mistra is aware of the misadventures that have befallen you both. She knows of your strife with the Absolute, that most insidious of evils.
See, if the goddess herself is aware, I wouldn't say no to some divine intervention. Let's see, even if the gods know, why are we facing these threats alone? And you wouldn't perhaps know of a cure, would you? Some all-powerful parasite withering spell, perhaps. Yeah, let's do that one.
Alas, the creature that afflicts you, the ill-begotten magic that it weaves, is inextricably
Gotta love that staff over
conjoined
the
with
face.
both the greater purpose and the greater master that it serves. You must know that the Absolute is more dangerous than you can possibly conceive. It threatens all who live, even those who are undying.
Yeah, it's staring.
It threatens the gods, the weave, the very fabric of the universe itself. That is why I have come here to charge you, Gale, with its destruction. It is Mistra's belief that only you can.
Mistress mistaken, I'll be the Absolute's destroyer. Hogwash out of beliefs and false hopes, and Gale alone. How so? Of course, we're gonna do that one.
The old.
Precisely. Mistra has granted me the power to stop the clock, as it were, on the orb's rush to overpower you. Instead, you will be able to unleash its lethal combustion at will.
Interesting. This could be help or hindrance. We shall have to see.
You must find the heart of the Absolute, whatever that may be, and use yourself as the catalyst that will burn it from this world.
That's monstrous. You're attacking him to kill himself. Say what you will, but you can't force Gale to go through with this, and we'll be rid of both the Absolute and Gale in one fell swoop. Win-win. That's awful. That's awful. I'll do this first one.
He is not. But it seems that Mistra is.
It brings me no pleasure saying this, my friend, but such is Mystra's will. Yours must be the sacrifice that will undo the Absolute. And for your sacrifice, you will be redeemed. Such is Mystra's promise. With that, I've said my sorry piece, and need only bestow unto thee the charm I was bid. Mina hastra mistrarium Italior Thras Annas It is done. Both charge and charm have been committed into your care. To you, I commit into care Gale himself. I count on you to shepherd him well on this strangest of journeys.
On my honor, it shall be done. There's still a long journey ahead. We'll find another way. Not as keeper, do not extend. Still a long journey ahead. I don't want Gale to blow himself up.
Or some other fortune altogether.
Like moons make swell and wane the nescient seas, so too the sky-strewn gods ordain the tidal fates of mortal days. And yet, an ocean born in lonely hours, come ebb, come flow, come all that is beyond the breadth of our dominion. Be a moon unto yourself.
That is a
Even
great
the
line.
waves of fate can break upon the shores of will. Farewell, my friend.
Farewell, Elminster. I'm glad she chose you.
Yeah, fantastic line. Speaks to the whole, willpower of mankind. Even if things seem inevitable, you can totally fight against it.
An audience with Elminster is never less than memorable. I'd have hoped to introduce you to him in less dire circumstances. But those are hard to come by these days.
Imagine Ilminster to be more imposing. An old man with a craving for cheese, hardly the great wizard of legend. They didn't see much of a friend showing up and demanding you kill yourself. Actually, I was hoping to talk about something else. We'll do number 3 here.
It's not a demand he wanted to make of me. As Mistress chosen, he had no choice but to deliver her message, however much it pained him to do so. For Mistra to have sent him, the severity of her bidding could not be clearer, or weigh more heavily on me. Time seems so infinite when you're young. A month is an age. A year is a lifetime. It is a strange feeling to realize how little of it one might have left.
You're seriously considering doing what Elminster said?
Of course. He offered the clearest solution to our problem. All I have to do is find the right place and time, close my eyes, and let go. Then the slate will be clean. Wrongs will be righted, the Absolute will be gone, and I along with it.
Now, see, I don't understand. Can't Mystra just destroy the Absolute or Elminster himself? So that's it. There's surely another way. What about me? Am I safe around you? We'll do this first one.
I've no doubt she has the power to do so, but as for the permission, Ao would not look kindly on her meddling in mortal affairs. Divine intervention has a tendency to make things worse, not better. As for Elminster,
It's
he
convenient.
saved the realms more times than legend can recount. To take on a god is no easy feat, even for him. My orb is the best chance we have, and only I can wield it.
So that's it. You're on a deletion mission now. There's surely another way. What about me? Am I safe around you? Yeah.
Possibly the most spectacular one ever conceived. But essentially, yes. I'm living on borrowed time, in more ways than one. Perhaps this is how it must be. That remains ahead of us for now. The heart of the Absolute must be discovered before I can stop its beating.
You're not blowing yourself up, Gale. I won't let you. This whole side quest is so fantastically done. Like especially the way again that it's voice acted. You can really tell that Gale has resigned himself to his fate, while there's still being like a little glimmer of hope that maybe he doesn't have to do this. But ultimately, with that resignation, there just comes that acceptance, that wistfulness. It's really well done, really well written.
Let's save such certainty for the moment such a decision is upon us. You may feel differently once we know what we're truly up against.
All right. And so while we're here, we're going to go ahead and kick Shadowheart out of the party if we can find her. Yeah, there she is. And we're going to bring Lae'zel on, just because we do have a lot of stuff to do with Lae'zel here. Not here in camp. I mean, it's nothing to do with camp. But again, I will point out like how well done that outside scene is. Looks really great.
I can't believe I'm actually venturing into a Gith stronghold again, voluntarily. This had better pay off.
See, that's interesting. Like, we haven't really talked about what she was up to before she joined up with us. But this right here is indication of what she had to deal with. It looks like she... and actually, I'll take a guess here, because I'm not totally certain myself, but it looks like she had to go into a Gith stronghold to obtain the artifact. Let's see. Githyanki will help us. Whatever happens, we'll be able to manage. We'll do that one.
I've seen them at work before. I wasn't alone in my mission. All those who were sent with me were slain by Githyanki blades. They must want that artifact back badly if they're dispatching red dragons in pursuit of it. But we cannot afford to lose it. I wish I'd never been sent on this mission.
It had better be worth it. Apparently she didn't want to say that last part. Seems to be important to your Mother Superior. I'm curious about that myself. Your mission is irrelevant to me. Yeah.
Yes. And she acts as Lady Shah's voice amongst mortals. She must be doing the Night Singer's bidding. I just don't know what it all means. All will be revealed in due time, I hope.
Let's see. Yeah, I haven't actually chatted with Shadowheart in a while, so yeah, let's talk about we share something special.
Very serious of you. But go ahead.
How are you faring?
It's strange. I've been dwelling on what I told you before about wanting to become a Dark Justicia. But perhaps I should be content with my lot. I'm already blessed to have you at my side, after all.
Okay, let's just go ahead. We should journey separately.
If you're sure.
I'm sure. Dang it.
Fine. I'll be here whenever you rediscover your taste in company.
Might have to grab her armor. I don't believe that Lae'zel is equipped up, but let's go find her real quick. Oh, she was right over there. It's kind of funny, you know. We've got the entire camp, all like pretty nice thing camp. Oh, I guess that's pretty edgy, but both Lae'zel and Shadowheart are like sitting on the edge of a little cliffy peninsula. Let's get Lae'zel on the party.
Elminster. Even the Githyanki have heard tell of the Sage of Shadowdale. Some of his works have been translated to Tirsu. That doesn't mean his every word carries wisdom, however. Near as I can tell, Mystra demands Gale's faith, but holds no faith in him.
Hey, that's ex-girlfriend.
Why else would she demand Gale sacrifice himself, and perhaps so many others? Does she not think he can destroy the Absolute with his own immense talents? Does she not know the mighty company that he keeps? Demanding Vlaakith may be, but she acts for the good of the Githyanki people. Mystra is concerned only for herself. Perhaps he'd find forgiveness in a fiery death. but I can't help but wonder why he'd want it at all.
You know, normally exes just bleach your clothes and set them on fire, but it is something else to say, hey, blow yourself up to serve my purpose. I'd like you to join me.
It is done.
All right, let's take a look. She has still got that Githyanki half plate, so let's take a look. We're probably gonna want, let's see, Shadow Hearts. Got, yeah, Chainmail +1. We're gonna send that over to that one girl that we just picked up. What is her name? Blazel. There we go. Let's see. Water Sparkers. We really don't need any other stuff that she has got. Shield we don't need. Hunting Shortbow might be nice. Yeah, these are all pretty specific to Shadow Heart's build, so we'll go ahead and keep it like that. And this should crank up her AC to 17, yeah. Githyanki Greatsword. I really don't have a good replacement sword that I can pass her over. So that's kind of a bummer, because the Sword of Justice would be really, really great on her, but I do want to keep that on Nerdad, so we'll just keep it with the Githyanki Greatsword for now. The Githyanki Greatsword does actually do a pretty good amount of damage, plus, look at the size of that thing. It looks fantastic. So, yeah, we'll stick with that.
No one back home will ever believe this.
And we don't need to rest or anything. We are good here. Let's go ahead and head back to the world. And... oh, you know what? I am actually going to talk to Astarion. See what he has to say.
I can't believe Mistress demanding Gale sacrifice himself to destroy the Absolute.
Of course he's got an attitude about it.
It's just a waste of a perfectly good cult that we could be controlling. And a waste of a perfectly good Gale.
Aww, Astarion cares about Gale. That's adorable. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and make the trek down that way. We're kind of done with this whole little area. In fact, we can just teleport over there to save a couple of seconds. Not that I'm super concerned with this, with saving seconds here. But we will head down. Actually, there might be... there are, like... I think some bags up here. I don't think they're super worth grabbing, though. So, because they are not super worth grabbing, I'm not going to grab them. We'll keep on going this way. And gotta explore every nook and cranny. That's how we play, guys.
Monasteries, as gaudy as any noble's palace.
Wonder if that was the one of the developers, you know, saying, "Hey, look how awesome this is." Like the developers patting themselves on the back. It's like that. It's like that Obama meddling Obama meme. Yeah, we'll hold off on that. That will just be an easy way down there. We're not going to worry about that too much. What we are going to worry about is this stuff over here. Actually, I'm not totally sure what we need to do with these arrows. We don't have to worry about arrows or anything, as far as like whenever we're actually using a bow, which is a nice change from D&D, honestly. Like carrying around ammunition in Dungeons and Dragons tabletop is just it's not a fun experience. Oh, hello, Funnystein. Welcome to the stream. Good to have you on. Hey, yo.
Be cautious.
Where is everybody? Oh, stuck in the middle of a wall, maybe? Stuck in the middle of each other. That's even better. Come on, Lazel, you know better than that. Actually, I'm going to keep her as a little short. It is sometimes a little annoying trying to get people... Whoa, 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 whoa! Why was that gonna take 13 HP? Oh. It's the Astarion, dude. Make up your mind which direction you're trying to go, my guy. Alright. There we go. Sometimes it, like... Jumping is really cool in this game. I really enjoy the jumping mechanics and, like, using it to get to places that, you know, you couldn't normally get, and, you know, to speed things up a little bit, and I like the way that they do it in combat, the bonus actions and stuff. But doing group jumping is just the worst. Just the worst. Yeah, Angry Lady is in the party. We are picking up Lae'zel because we are heading over to the Githyanki Creche, and she is the one who will not shut up about the Githyanki Creche. So, ta-da! She's in the party. You know what? I am going to... I like this Amulet of Misty Step, but I am going to equip the Silver Pendant just because we no longer have Shadowheart in the party, and I want to have access to Guidance because that is such a fantastic spell. And it'll help us with a ton of our... Whoa. That'll help us with a lot of our skill checks. And when I say a lot of our skill checks, I mean all of our skill checks. Not that Astarion needs any help.
There are traps about.
So if it wasn't clear, this is the trap path to get into the creche. Because, you know, Githyanki are nothing if not paranoid. I believe that if we had gone this direction where there was that crank, it would have just taken us right to the foot of Rosy Morn. But let's make sure there aren't any. Lots of arrows. Let's pick up the arrows, of course. That's 1 gold each, you guys.
Don't mind if I do.
Oh.
I do so very like spicy food.
Lae'zel didn't actually say anything, like, or at least she didn't have any audio, but that was actually really funny. Oh, it's not in there, but oh no, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, feed if you must, Astarion, but give me so much as a hungry look, and I'll drive a stake through your heart. And Astarion said, "I do like spicy food." Oh, it's messed up. All right, let's talk to this bird.
And, well,
I've got nothing left to take, so you might as well shove off.
Did someone steal something from you? That's a lot of attitude from a little bird. Yeah, did something steal from you.
Steal? Eagles are bigger. They just take. Nest, prey, everything. That's how it works here.
That's exactly how it works, and it's my turn. Get out, or I'll turn you into stew. That doesn't sound very fair.
It's not bloody fair. I got there first. The Eagles don't even need it.
Surely the eagles need a nest as much as you attack the whiny bird, jeez.
Not on top of the monastery, they don't. Oh, it's not even like the eagles need my nest. The drunk lizards they eat aren't hard to catch.
Try to figure out what these lizards might be. I didn't expect to make that roll. I'm not very good with
Well,
nature.
quite vague. Drunk lizards could well point to kobolds, who tend to operate in packs.
It's a great description of kobolds, drunk lizards. Do you want to go and deal with the eagles for you?
You? Kill an eagle? But if you think you can...
I like this guy's accent.
Please, please kill the eagles. They're the worst.
I will see what I can do for you.
Thank you. I'll keep an eye on the roof. Rude bastards, those eagles.
Language.
Deserve a little comeuppance.
It's not very becoming of a bird to say that stuff. I didn't expect to be able to pick that key up, but we're gonna pick that key up.
moving in.
Thought that was more along the lines of a quest reward.
Time. Or rather, the absence of it. In the astral plane, everything is eternal.
So this is a little odd. None of Lae'zel's lines have any vocalization behind them. All right, another fun little jumping thing that I'm sure everybody's going to do smoothly. Hey, look at that. I think if you give them enough space, they will generally be able to make those jumps. Is that a little space that we can go over? I don't believe it is. No, it is not. Okay, here's something that I've never really talked about. This is one of my favorite things. Like, there is the map, and they actually have the D&D-esque grid lines on there, and it kind of warms my heart to see the map lines, the map grid. You guys know what it means whenever you fail a survival check. Maybe not. Come on, y'all. I need some feedback or something. There we go. There we go. It's always fun. You fail a whole bunch of survival checks, and that is because there's something to dig in that area. Hey, an elixir of bloodlust. Absolutely something I need. That is pretty great. I'm excited about that. Go up this way just to make sure we're not missing anything over on this side. Which, look at all the pathways we can take. Lots of stuff up here. Including an elixir of greater arcane cultivation. Greater elixir of arcane cultivation, I meant. That, as of right now, that's my preferred elixir for Gale, so this works out pretty great. I mean, you got an elixir of bloodlust, got an elixir of arcane cultivation. What more could you want? Alright, got a couple of notes or letters or readables here. Good morning, Lathander. I suppose all mornings for you are good, you making them up out of all the bright bits of night and getting them shine-worthy and such. I have 2 new boys, Luke and Elliot, and I should like them to see lots of your nice sun-ups. So if you would watch over them, I should be most thankful. I am poor as muck, but have some heart left to give, that which has not been eaten up by the boys and their mum. So that bit is yours if you keep them seeing sunrises. Thanks. Harrison Fields. That's a great letter. Morning, Lord. You never rose up over nothing. It's just, oh, language. Jeez, we're gonna hold off on that one. Dear morning, Lord, and you are a dearie. Haven't I just had the grandest time? Sure, if I was honey, I wouldn't have trouble getting down a hill, so warm and good I feel. I've been heading here to pay you homage and beyond on other business for some 2 odd months, and every mile has unearthed more and more kindnesses. For example, when my sleeping row was infested with bed bugs, itching me disagreeably, morning lord, I have no qualms admitting it, a woman gave me a spare of hers, and it was toasty warming of a night. She with 2 children of her own to tend. Anyway, thanks for pouring your honey heat over each and every day, cloudy or no, here for a lone woman barefoot and smiling on the long road. Okay, so Still Gaming, welcome to the stream. What are we doing today? We brought Lae'zel into the party, and we are right at the foot of Rosymorn Monastery. Oh, and check it out. There's a waypoint right there. So we're going to be invading the monastery today and checking out everything that the monastery has to offer us. And this little platform right here, this is, I don't think we'll be able to see it, but This goes up to the other platform that's way up here. It takes a couple of skill checks to be able to unlock this platform, but we just took the long road with all the traps. Because we have a trap killer in our party. So ain't no worry. Look, it's a shovel, you guys. Oh, and a wooden crate. I missed that. Always important stuff in wooden crates. Gotta open every one. Ah, that one was empty. That's never happened before. Waypoint. And look at all the suspicious red images over there. What did he just find or not find? What is happening? I hear dice rolling, and it's super suspicious. So we are going to... Yeah. It's hard getting that Raven to participate in group stealth activities. So you do have to select the Raven itself in order to get the Raven to actually be stealth. That'll cause like many problems later.
That's enough. On your feet.
Where are you taking us?
If this is about that weapon your friend was talking about, we don't have it and we don't know shit about it.
Language.
Silence! Move!
No. No, I'm not going in there. I won't.
Uh-oh, you're getting shot in the back.
Anyone want to join her? As I thought. Through the doors. Now! The captain is expecting you.
I don't feel super bad about these, though. They
Forward.
are
Carefully.
cultists.
These cultists have the Crash on high alert.
So actually, let me talk about Lae'zel for a little bit. I actually heard not too long ago from somebody that I was not playing with, but you know, I was playing when they were around. I don't know if you guys have ever read Wheel of Time. Fantastic book series. It's like classic high fantasy. And there are a group of people called the Aiel in the Wheel of Time, and they live in like this desert. They're super isolated from the rest of society. And they act exactly like Lae'zel. And like ever since this person mentioned that to me, I cannot stop seeing it. It's like seeing the comparison and the similarities between Lae'zel and an Aiel. But the Aiel are like a warrior class. They are
So the
very...
Githyanki aren't fond of the cultists. Could be a good thing.
I know, running in zigzags is the way that you avoid a crossbow bolt to the back. Run serpentine! Serpentine! Just leather armor. Alright, we'll go ahead and talk to this cultist here. I do want to be careful, though, because there are a whole bunch of kobolds in the area.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Alright. So let's see. A couple of interesting things, like what do you know about this weapon? Why were you so desperate to run? What were you doing here? Yeah, let's try that one.
Path to Moonrise Towers. Absolute. Answering the call.
Continue.
Corliss. Undertemp. Novice of the Absolute.
Let's see. What do Githyanki want with cultists? That sounds like something she's not gonna know. What is happening at Moonrise Towers?
Gathering. Coalescing. Preparing.
So if it's not clear already, like every road right now is leading to Moonrise Towers. Like, every quest is leading there. All these conversations are leading there. Like, it's really good setup for just the rolling help. The dead person is in their avatar state. Let's do preparing for what? This is our third question. I'm gonna ask some of the other ones and see if there are follow-up questions there. What do you know about this weapon?
Nothing. Was telling the truth. Didn't know anything.
All right. Why were you so desperate to run? Oh, what do Githyanki want with cultists would be good too.
Scared. Hurt. Bad things. Yankee. Torture.
Was hoping for like some
Spell's
secret.
power wanes.
Oh, I thought that was only
You can
4.
ask no
Dang it.
more questions.
Man, I am having the hardest time like keeping track of all the 5 questions you can ask people in the Speak with Dead spell. That's fine, I guess. All right, we'll go over this way. So this is the entrance into Rosiemorn Monastery. There are kind of 4 things going on in this area. There's this side area with a whole bunch of kobolds. There's the main monastery itself. There's actually a good amount to do in the monastery itself. And then there's like the roof of the monastery, which has things like including the eagles that we just promised to wipe out. And then underneath the monastery is the Githyanki Crèche. So we will head in that direction here in a bit. We'll take care of basically everything and do... Wait, no!
What do you mean, futile? It's not possible.
Astarion. Hopefully he can do this very silently. Okay. That was kind of lucky. It's always fun. Whenever you're not actually in combat and you do a turn base, it takes a while for them to fall. Plop. All right, everybody stealthed. Everybody stealthed. And we are actually going to hold off on looting everything until we take care of all of the kobolds in this area. And actually, I'm going to have Astarion move because he is going to be the very last person that we bring into combat. Yeah, with the dead person being an Avatar state, it's like creepy Avatar state because it's all green and stuff. And they need an arrow on their head too. Alright. Oh, I was thinking I had Shadowheart. Yep, Shadowheart is she's no longer with us. But check it out, we have a whole bunch of very drunk kobolds. So I'm going to have Lae'zel do a Hulk jump up here. And let's see, are these all level 1? Oh, no, there's a level 5? These are all level 5. But like super, super low HP, which, hey, works out. Alright. So this might actually get Nerdad in a bad situation. If he's like way out here, I might hold off on that. Okay, so now Lae'zel is going to kill the dancing kobold here. Oh, dang. And yeah, bird is in combat. Jeez. Oh, man. Darn it. I was... See, he was sitting out here, and I was worried that out in the open he was going to be seen whenever combat started, and I moved him to, like, the worst possible spot that I could have. Yeah, it does look like they're doing a weird little dance, but hey, you know. No luck for roams, that should take him out. Yeah, let's jump up there. Oh, that added a lot of people into the fight. Man, I really miss having an extra attack on Nerdad. Like that feels painful. It's nice having Divine Smite. That is a ton of extra damage, but I'm kind of wondering if it's worth it. Well, actually, last time we kind of decided that it is definitely not worth it. And we do need to change his spec next time that we have a long rest. What the heck? I heard. What are the dice rolls happening here? Oh my gosh. All right, I am gonna have the bird jump in here and try to blind at least one guy. No. Ah, but he's drunk, so he can't. Yeah, take a look. Take a look at the status condition. Drunk on Firewine has disadvantage on Charisma and Dexterity checks. Oh, if they're killed with fire, an explosion happens. I did not know that. That's pretty cool. We'll leave the bird there, right out in the open. Might be a bad idea. I cannot quite get up there enough. That might. Yeah, I think that puts him in. Yeah, that threatens him. Cool. Oh, whoops! I should have had Gale and Astarion do their thing. So I definitely do not want them to be seen. And actually, since they're out of combat, I'll go ahead and level them up because we did just level up. So it's kind of fun doing the battle music in the background while they're leveling up. All right, rogue. Wait, is it time to do rogue? Are we doing rogue? My notes aren't up. I started playing without my notes up, you guys. How embarrassing. You know what? I'll do Gale first because I am going to keep Gale just as a wizard. All right, so this is actually a pretty cool level for any type of wizard, but it's especially cool for Divine Wizard. So he gets Expert Divination, which is he gets an additional portent die, and then whenever I take a short rest, I receive what's called a prophecy, which is almost like a little side quest for Gale, and it's usually something simple like damage an enemy with poison. And if you complete that little side subquest, then you get a portent die back, which is awesome. Really, really cool, because portent dies are seriously the reason to play a divination wizard. Let's see. Yeah, we are moving into rogue for Astarion. Okay. Class feature, level 3 spell slot, expert divination. And let's check this out. Animate Dead is pretty good. Might do that. Main Death. Glyph of Warding is really good. Lightning Bolt is really good. Lightning Bolt, I'm probably not going to take just because it does the exact same amount of damage as Fireball does. And I usually take one or the other of those, either Lightning Bolt or Fireball. It just depends on how I feel about like the area of effect that they do. Lightning Bolt is in a straight line in front of you, although it is a big straight line and a long straight line, and Fireball is a circle around the target. Honestly, I think Lightning Bolt, well, no, I don't think. Lightning Bolt definitely has the larger AoE, but it's a little bit more situational in how you can pull it off. So, and on top of that, Shadowheart does have Lightning Bolt, and I mean, she's the Lightning Wizard, so I don't want Gil to step on her toes. Protection of Energy is a decent spell. You give people resistance to basically all energy types, which is really cool. Is concentration, which, you know, hey, it's what you kind of expect for that kind of thing. Really good. Not worth the level 3 spell slot, I think. Slow is really good. One of the really cool things with this is it targets up to 6 creatures, and then when they're slowed, their movement speed is cut in half, and then their armor class and their dexterity saving throws are dropped by 2, which both of those are really, really good. And then they can't take reactions or make more than one attack per turn, and they can only take either an action or a bonus action. So this is slow, obviously, is the exact opposite of haste, but the really cool thing with slow is it is 6 creatures, and it's a pretty brutal set of debuffs, I guess. Vampiric Touch. This is a lifesteal. Don't really care about that. And then we get into the level 2 stuff, which we're not going to need. Enhanced Sleep and Longstrider. He doesn't have those yet? We are definitely going to need to get a hold of those eventually. But I'm going to do slow. I'm going to do Animate Dead. And then prepare spells. Oh, that's convenient. I needed to switch spells around anyway. How convenient. Alright. He's got Fireball, and he's got Haste, and he's got Counterspell. Those are generally going to be spells that I always have prepared, but I am going to put Animate Dead up on there as well. And we're going to go ahead and do Misty Step. Yeah. Mirror Image is a good one, Blur is a good one, but I've been pretty good with keeping Gale out of combat, so I don't think that Blur and Mist and Mirror Image are needed so much. So yeah, I'm gonna hold off on doing that. Might need a couple of level 1 spells though. Like Magic Missile's always a good attack spell to have. Yeah, I think I'm good. I think I'm good with what all we have here. So yeah, we'll go ahead and accept. And then now let's go ahead and get Astarion leveled up. And again, I hate that armor so much. It looks terrible. And with this, yeah, we're going to switch over to Rogue for Astarion. That'll get him Sneak Attack. That will also finally get him with some Sleight of Hand and Stealth Expertise. Actually, Acrobatics. I don't really care about Acrobatics too much. Of course, the other options are all charisma-based things, so... So I guess it is Acrobatics, may as well. That'll get him a +6 on Acrobatics. Really, the only thing that you get out of Acrobatics is protection against pushing, which can be nice. Doesn't really matter too much, though. If it had more to do with jumping, I would be so much more willing to have it. Oh, the dice rolls are to make me nervous. Yeah. And it is working really, really well. Definitely. All right. And yeah, finally Astarion, after, like hours of gameplay, becomes a rogue again. Imagine that. No, Nerdad's totally fine with animating dead. Why would he have an issue with that? It's totally fine. It's totally fine. All right. I think I want to take this guy out first. And Astarion does have multi-attack. He does have the Elixir of Bloodlust. So he now has extra attacks. And this is, again, how Astarion is going to operate from here on out. It is just wiping as many things out as he possibly can. And not only that, but if you use like some of these special arrows, he'll do like a good amount of AoE damage. And there's even an arrow a little bit later on, like I think it's called the arrow of multi-targets, or multiple targets or something like that. That is just crazy for wiping out entire groups of things. Nerdad's getting a little crowded up there. I'm not super worried about him not being able to handle it, but just in case. We'll keep on going with the 50 million attacks that Astarion gets from being what he is. Another one. And let's go ahead and do his Ambusher. He is seriously going to wipe out this entire thing. Let's see if he's going to be able to see this last guy. That might be pushing it a little bit. Yeah, he can. So what I'm gonna have him do is I'm gonna have him use his bonus action and he'll hide. But you see that? Like how many guys did we take out right there? So we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? And I mean like they hardly have any HP or anything, but still feels good. Feels good. All right, let's get Gale involved. He should be able to take out this last guy. Yeah. Especially if Gale can jump on up to that second floor. And we'll have him rain down death and destruction from on high. Actually, I'll tell you what. We'll just have him Ray of Frost. Okay, that works too. All right. Time for some looting. Actually, no. Know what it's time for? It is time to level some people up. Go jump over to Nerdad. Alright. We are going to be doing Warlock. Bringing that up to level 4. This build is basically 2 levels of Paladin, and then for the entire rest of the way out, it is basically nothing but Warlock. Warlock is again one of the coolest classes to play, but it gets really, really cool with this short rest based spells because they do automatically level up, and so you don't have to like manually prepare all that high level spells and worry about like how you're dividing up your spells. It's a fun class. It's a fun class. And again, Eldritch Blast looks so cool. Alright, let's see. What are we doing here? Cantrips. Yeah, he gets another cantrip. What are we going to do? Let's see. Blade Ward might be good. As of right now, I don't see what he's got. Yeah, we'll do Bone Chill. Bone Chill's always a really good cantrip to have. Okay, as far as spells, Darkness is a pretty good one to have as a warlock, especially if you're going with a warlock that can see in magical and regular old darkness. Invisibility would be pretty good too. A Shatter might actually be pretty good. Damages all nearby creatures, objects. Creatures made of inorganic materials such as stone have disadvantage on their saving throw. This is a pretty good amount of damage. It is an AoE that is immediately around the warlock. And I mean that's the nature of Nerdad. He's going to be like up in the front lines, tanking basically. So that might actually be a pretty good one to do. And invisibility, I'm okay without invisibility. I'll go with Shatter. Alright. And, oh, we got a feat. So I'm going to do Great Weapon Master. So Great Weapon Master is basically the equivalent of Sharpshooter that Astarion has, but for large two-handed weapons. Well, I shouldn't say large two-handed weapons. It is all two-handed weapons, which tend to be large weapons. Alright, so yeah, when you land a critical hit or kill a target with a melee weapon attack, you can make another melee weapon attack as a bonus action that turn, which is really, really cool. The equivalent on Sharpshooter is that you no longer have a low ground disadvantage. I actually really like this side benefit a lot more than Sharpshooter. And then attacks with melee weapons you are proficient with and are wielding in both hands can deal an additional 10 damage at the cost of a -5. This is exactly like it is with the Sharpshooter feat. This is what makes it so that Astarion has just a ridiculous amount of actions that he can take. Or sorry, a ridiculous amount of damage that he does with every action that he takes. Alright, and Lae'zel. Wasn't expecting to have to deal with her right now. Alright, So, new feat. Why does she have a... Oh, because she's a fighter. She gets a whole bunch of extra feats. Alright, what do we got here? She's got athlete. You know what? I'm just going to do Great Weapon Master as well. We'll double up on this. Could do an ability score improvement, get her strength up to 20. But like ability score improvements are really, really good for abilities that use a lot of skills, like dexterity, you know, for stealth and sleight of hand and stuff like that. I would put a really high priority on that. And it's also really good on abilities that are used for spell casting, because like every single bump up in your ability modifier for those spell casting characteristics or abilities, and you get like extra spell slots. There are extra things that you can, you know, have prepared. It's just so high priority to get, you know, like your int or your wisdom or your charisma for spellcasters up. But for Lae'zel, we're going to do Great Weapon Master as well, just to be as boring as possible. All right. And ain't nobody around here anymore, so we can go ahead and unstealth everybody. Oh, everybody's not. Let's see. All right. So, if you'll notice, let's jump over to Nerdad. Every now and again, you will see barrels that that make the gulp sound. So not there, but there was one right over here. So we'll go ahead and loot this one off to the side. I do need to be a little bit more methodical about this, but yeah, so barrel of fire wine. And there was a kobold inside of it. Fantastic. Fantastic. Hooray! Easy 75 XP. Which, again, is pretty amazing because these kobolds are so easy to kill. But, yeah, they're just straight up 75 XP, not HP. If there were 75 HP, we would have some issues. Yeah, so, funny Stein, Nerdad was going to be a sorcerer, definitely, but if I respec him to sorcerer right now, he's going to lose a large number of these buffs, and I do want to have these buffs on him for the duration of this long rest cycle. So yeah, I'm gonna hold off on turning him into a sorcerer for now, but that is going to be an extremely high priority thing once we have our next long rest. And guys, you know what I'm gonna do? It is time. It is time. So I am gonna crank up the difficulty to tactician. It's gonna happen. Especially with the like really great builds that I've been using, it needs to be on tactician. It's a little bit too easy. So yeah, we'll go ahead and put it on tactician. Should make battles quite a bit more interesting. Like one of the biggest things about tactician. Oh, hey, look at that. One of the biggest things about tactician is that. Oh, dude, what are you doing? What are you doing? Don't push Astarion! Nerdad, jeez, bad behavior. Maybe he's just mad at Astarion for stealing all of his, like, all this stuff all the time. Sorry, Tactician, the enemies will actually start using a whole bunch of the same dirty tricks that you use. So they'll do things like dip their weapons in, yeah, see, here we go again. They'll dip their weapons in, like fire and acid. They'll coat their weapons in poison. If you're on a ledge, they will push you off. If you're on a ledge next to the eternal infinite void, that means instant death, they will absolutely push you off. So, this barrel is gulping, so here we go. Oh my gosh, it's a kobold. So let's see how it goes. Oh, see, look, that last kobold was 12 HP. Now that we're serious, 20 HP. See. I needed a ton of luck for that fight there. Is there something down here that was highlighted? I thought I saw something out of the corner of my eye. You know what? I am actually going to separate out the party just because there's a lot of like weird ledges and stuff that are absolutely going to be irritating to move up and down with the whole party. I just have to be careful that I have to be careful of stuff like that, where there is definitely a kobold in the barrel. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have Whoa! No! It bugs me so much that they can jump up to ledges, but they can't jump down from ledges. But, I mean, I guess that's gravity, right? Sorry, I didn't say that properly. I guess that's gravity, right? Alright. Oh my gosh, it's a kobold. You know, I really should be using Dread Ambusher because I'm starting combat every time, and this 20 to 32 damage is so crazy. Of course, I mean, this is 19 to 34, so it's not a huge amount different. Okay, I shouldn't... Range damage. I should not be making fun of how easy this is right now. This whole area is meant to be really easy.
Interesting. Never once.
So I get it. Alright, I'll move the Starian down here, because we have another barrel that I didn't see before that is gulping. Oh, we have a wooden barrel over here that needs to be roasted.
The sunset can't come quickly enough.
Alright. It's, again, incredible that he can't jump down there. I wonder what's inside here. Alright, Dread Ambusher, here we go. So this is why it is absolutely worth going around and destroying every single barrel that makes odd noises, is because it is 75 XP a pop, which is really good. I mean, we just leveled, and we're already like, what, 10% into level 6? That's great. That's great. It's like free XP, you guys. Alright. Starting, can you get up there? Yes, you can. Those trunks are already looted, so we're good on that. Go ahead and, yeah, just keep up with the looting. So this is another really good example of the multiple paths that you can take in Baldur's Gate 3. We are trying to get into Rosymorn Monastery. This is one of the directions that we can possibly take to get into the monastery. It is not, by no means is it the only way to get in, but in the quest for more experience points, I will absolutely be taking basically all of the paths so that we can get that sweet XP. Alright, heading outside of this little section. If you guys notice, up here on the mini-map, lots of little guys that are like a floor above us, I think. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of go around and snipe the crap out of them. That is a pretty intense jump. I don't know if everybody's going to be able to make that jump. Let's find out. Hey, even Gale made it. How fun. So you guys see, this is putting us on the other side of Rosymorn. This is the backside. And again, check it out. Just beautiful little river coming in under the monastery? I can't get the camera to move that way. Yeah, it's coming in through the monastery. That's really cool. Let's take a look on the other side if we can. No, we can't. We'll go up top and we'll check it out from there. Okay, so we have all of these little guys in here. We are going to hold off on instigating any sort of combat in there. We're just gonna go across here.
Light on my feet.
looks like a burrow hole. But nobody is treating it like a burrow hole. But we'll go up to the,
That's curious.
Okay. Oh. Survival checks. Let's go down there. Because that means... dirt, maybe?
Nothing but dirt.
Nothing but dirt.
Nothing.
Maybe there was something else with a... like, every rare now and again, you actually have a full-on legitimate survival check.
Nothing.
Yeah, alright. That must have been a legit survival check. We'll just head up to the very top here. Alright, and what we're going to be doing is we've got these little guys down here, and again, we're just going to take the high ground and start sniping the everlasting crud out of them. Ancient Githyanki warrior. Hey, it's a Githyanki slate. Let's take a look. Kind of bugging me that Lae'zel is not actually saying her lines. But we'll go ahead and read this. The stone disc has Githyanki runes carved into it. Below them is drawn a translation into the common tongue. Location, good. Close to road, but secluded. Building looks well fortified. Defense, minimal. Seems to be a religious building. Space, ample. Underground, hidden. Was easy enough to sneak in without being observed. Prime spot for a creche. Suggest immediate occupation. Milar Real. So yeah, that is just more confirmation that, hey, there is absolutely a crush in this area. And, no, stop. And we're going to hold off on doing anything over here, and we'll get everybody in position. And when I say everybody, what I mean is Astarion. We'll get Astarion in position. Because these little guys have, again, hardly any HP, but they are, like, minimal XP, because they are level 1. Which is, you know, a bummer. Path is interrupted. Let's come over this way. I know. I'm telling you, for those of you who have not read Wheel of Time, it's like the Aiel are an entire race of people, of Lae'zels, who are just constantly angry and like, what's the best way to describe it? It's like they are aggressively passive-aggressive. Like, it's like in your face passive-aggressive. It's like they know that they're being passive-aggressive, and you know that they're being passive-aggressive, and they know that you know that they're being passive-aggressive, so they just embrace it, and they're passive-aggressive in the most aggressive possible way. Alright, and these guys still cannot see me, so, they actually cannot retaliate, and that didn't enter us into combat. So we're going to do this all over again. Actually, it's going to be a little hard to shoot some of these guys. Where is that pointing? So I don't want Astarion to accident... Can Astarion not get down there? Just, okay, yeah, he needs to jump. Alright, fine. Let's get you stealthed again, my guy. Oh, this is a little weird. He's like shooting through the floor. Okay, good. That didn't work as expected. Alright, cool. I guess that is kind of nice that he cannot shoot through the floor. See, another instance of him trying to shoot through the floor. Astarion, go home. You're drunk. See, it's funny, Stein. It's fine if we do this now because it is. I am killing a whole bunch of animals, but they're animals that would absolutely, you know, destroy me if I actually went down there. Oh man, I can't reach these guys. Dumb. Oh man, let's see. I'm trying to look for good spots to try to shoot these guys. Path is interrupted. Yeah, that's kind of a bummer. Oh, he just got seen. Let's try shooting this guy through the floor again. Alright, fine. Path is interrupted. Man, these guys are like all hiding underneath the alcove. Alright, fine. I wonder if I can get up here and have visual range to anything. We'll check it out. Again, these guys are level 1, so it doesn't matter too much. You should put Lae'zel and Shadowheart in the party together and watch the chaos thrive. I know. It gets a little annoying, actually. Because they really are just at each other's throats so much. Hey, there we go. There we go. Why is he all glowy and stuff? Oh, no, come back. Oh, no, come back. I wanted to shoot you. Why are you running away? Oh. Yeah. All right. So we're going to take a look at this because it looks like we are going to have to deal with them like mano a mano, or whatever that means. Allergic to magic. If a spell or cantrip is cast close to the Grimishka, it might react to the magic and trigger a random effect. So we are going to be incredibly careful. We're not going to use any spells while we are taking these guys out, because it could cause a horrific cascade. So yeah. All right. Couple of ways to do this. There is this room over here that has a couple of things, and then there is a door that leads into that main room, but that will lead to a little bit of a bottleneck for us. So a little leery to do that. We did have, let's see, this area over here where we can just, you know, straight up go into this area and fight it like normal. But we will have this choke point right here that we'll have to jump through. But I think, oh no, that'll absolutely trigger combat. Yeah, so I don't really want to jump down there because, again, Gale does not have, as we recently learned, does not have, oh, he does have Featherfall, he just doesn't have Extended Leap. Alright, maybe I will do that. I'm going to take off Flaming Sphere, add that on. I might add Magic Missile back on there. This Magic Missile's a cool spell. Alright, let's go down over this way. We'll Featherfall everybody and jump down in the treasure room down here. But first we'll loot all this stuff. All right. Move everybody back so that they all get in the Featherfall's range. We are going to have them. I can't get into the room. There we go. Come on, everybody. There we go. So I like the Nerdad. Like, Edo is jumping delicately in, and Nerdad's just like, hey! And jumps all the way across everybody. In typical Nerdad fashion.
Nice and quiet now.
Alright. Can't reach destination. Oh, is he stuck? No, he's not stuck. Hey, scroll detect thoughts, speak with dead, ice storm. I don't know if I have that one. Gotta make sure you loot everything before you burst into combat. And again, I am a little worried about the choke point that this is gonna cause. especially if I can't use magic. We did get a diary though, or sorry, a journal. Check this out. There's rumors of a Githyanki sighting in the region. The Dawn Master's inner circle think we don't know, but it's all anyone can talk about. What do they want? They be after the blood itself? How would they have even found out about it? Mysterious. Personally, I'm excited. If there's really a Githyanki attack, there's a chance they'll fire the lance. To see the light of Lathander himself launched forth from Rosymorn's roof, that would be something to write home about. Brother Welland claims he saw it once, and it was so bright it nearly made him blind. Luckily, he says it's quite hard to fire, but once we do, those Githyanki won't know what hit them. So it's kind of cool. This lance that they're talking about is like it's like a massive laser on the top of this. This is a little weird though, because this skeleton, that was the journal, like the journal of the skeleton that we just read now. But this skeleton has all the earmarks of being dead for a long, long time, which he obviously has not been. I think I was supposed to jump on that little platform first in order to not have to jump down. All right, Astarion, let's get you lockpicking. It's like impossible for him to mess this up now. All right. What? Oh. Oh no! I casted guidance near that guy. Oh crap! I didn't even think about that. Ah, oh, dang it. So, this is one of the problems with these Grimishkas. Like, still level 1, but we now have a 42 HP monster to deal with now. Dang it. They're like gremlins from the movie Gremlins. You gotta be super careful not to expose them to light, otherwise they might all right. So I think I'm gonna shoot. I think I'm gonna shoot for Astarion. Taking this guy out. Careful. I'm gonna get Nerdad into position first though, so that he can. Choke points are both good and bad, I guess. All right, Astarion. Here we go. Sneak attack, yes sir. And let's go ahead and do that all over again. Oh, this actually should take him out. Good. Ooh, he did not make that though. It's fine. I got another attack. I can just do that. Here we go. This will totally do it. What's the range on the damage? That should be fine. Yeah. Okay. Oh, and everybody else is still out of combat. That's pretty cool, actually. Let me. Whoa. Easy there, Tiger. Nope. Don't you move. All right. Yeah, we do have all of the Grimishkas in combat now. Wanted to see if these guys down here were also in combat, and it does look like they are. So, I'm actually going to have Nerdad. Oh, no, I do not want to use magic. See, I almost forgot, you guys. We'll have him attack from range, and then... oh. In the initiative order, he's not in position. All right. Okay, I've got to remember, do not cast any magic. And that includes cantrips. Cool. Lae'zel, you are up next, Pumpkin. Yeah, let's just have her jump over that way. Hey, hiding successful. What the actual heck? There we go. It would have been nice if I could, get Nerdad because of the Elixir of Bloodlust to kill one of those guys. didn't happen. That's okay. Nobody else has the elixir of bloodlust. I'm totally fine with that. Alright, what have we got here? I am going to keep Gale and Astarion back in that room for now, until it's time to jump out. I will say, so this is a really cool strategy. You know, sitting there and making sure that everybody else is outside of combat, and then once you go into combat, letting them, with time frozen, get into whatever position they want to be in, and then attacking from there, usually from stealth, which means that they're going to have advantage. The one disadvantage is right here with Nerdad. Because he attacked from stealth, that put him into combat. His initiative was low, so he's way the heck back here. And that means that I cannot flip from his ranged attack over to his melee attack, which means that anything that moves away from him, I will not have to worry about an opportunity attack, which kind of stinks, but that's what it is. All right, and Astarion still has... Oh, man, he's not going to be able to reach anything. Oh, I take it totally back. He'll totally be able to reach things. Yeah. Okay. I love this build with Astarion, dang it. It is exquisite. And see, this is what I was talking about with the choke point. Astarion still has movement, and he still has an extra attack, but he is not able to use it at all, because Fat Nerdad is in the way. So we're going to move him back a little bit.
Spells sent them off.
Yeah. All right, Nerdad, what do we got here? Are you able to get over there? You sure as heck are not. That is unfortunate. All right, come on. All right, how about you, Lae'zel? Can you jump over there? It's really close. Oh. Not even really close. That is close. That is close enough. Because she can freaking jump like a monster. Alright, here we go. Oh, can't really hit very well, though. I mean, that's the Great Weapon Master, but that'll only give us an extra 5% chance to hit. Is that right? No. No, that's actually... My gosh, why can't I think? It's a -5 to your attack roll, so, oh gosh, that's, yeah, 25 less chance to hit. Yeah. And not only that, she does have these battle maneuvers, but I'm going to hold off on doing those just because her main hand attack should be enough to wipe them out. I don't want to use a Portent die right now. It might be a good idea, though. I feel bad wasting a Portent die on something that is a level 1 creature, so yeah, I'm going to hold off. I am going to Action Surge her, though. Action Surges are good. And check this out. Those glowing, like, meme eyes are fantastic, so yeah, that's pretty cool. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Hey, good job. Good job, Lae'zel. That's what I'm talking about. And that thing is threatened now, so it is now locked the heck down. All right. Let's see. Nerdad only has a bonus action, so we're going to hold off on having him do anything. Get him into position, though. And we will switch him over to his melee weapon, because that's what you're supposed to do. Bird is not going to be able to get over there, I don't think. Yeah, not quite enough movement, so I'll just have Bird move. Yeah, sure, right there. And now the key is remembering not to do any cantrips. Alright. Yep. That'll do it. Nice. Actually, for level 1 creatures, that did give 40 XP per creature, so that's not too bad either. See, look at that. We're now, like, instead of being 10%, we're like 12% into the level. How exciting. Somebody in the chat, do the actual calculation on what that was. Go back in time and pause so that you can see the actual XP totals. Not sure what you can make with the Grimishka tails. But, hey, we can check that out, can't we? Da-da-da. Oh, Wizard's Bane oil? Oh, Wizard's Bane oil is actually a pretty cool oil. So if you coat your weapon with it, it will break concentration with wizards, and there's some other effect that it has as well, and I can't remember what that is, but we will totally be making some Wizard's Bane oil for coating. Brah. That's what I'm supposed to say right there. Brah. All right, this is actually kind of a cool little section of the monastery. First off, there's a door over there. Did I loot that? Record of complaints.
Don't waste a step.
This is full on a monastery, so being like, you know, a church monastery, there are holy books or whatever, like artifacts, whatever you want to call them, that are behind these little grates. Actually, I need to move Astarion down to the bottom of the party just to make it easier to select him. No, Gale would not like that, but fortunately, I'm not planning on attacking Gale anytime. I want to emphasize like how ridiculous this is. Like 16 to 19 is the bonus that I get on this. 36. I just rolled a 36. That's crazy. All right, let's go ahead and read this. An epic-looking tome that opens with an illustrated panel of Dawn Master Vasaid riding into battle against an army of Sharan clerics. In his raised hand, his trusted battle axe, its sharp edge glinting in Lathander's light. So we're going to take that and sell that. Scroll of Dark Vision, that's fine. And there's another one over here. Well, actually, I run across a few of these, I believe. Oh no, it's a 14. And again, because I have advantage on all this stuff, that means that the only way that I can fail this is if I roll a natural one. The only way that I'm going to roll a natural one is if I get a 1 on both of my advantage rolls. And that is a 1 in 400 chance of happening. Alright, let's read this one. This missal commemorates the founding of Rosymorn Monastery. For my sins, it only just occurred to me that I had lacked in my record-keeping of late. But then again, we have been busy. In our fray with the Sharan thieves, we retrieved the blood. But one of the heretics sinned most heinously. They struck the amber encasing his blood with a maul of pure void, damaging the most holy relic. As if knowing of this blasphemy, the exposed blood shone with an unbreakable radiance, reducing the Sharan horde to dust for us to sift from this now holy ground. The relic became far too unstable to carry back to Hap. Thus we fashioned a simple chapel around ourselves here, and have encased the blood within steel to be wielded as a most righteous cudgel against those who sit in shadow. To keep it from the lustful sacrilege of thievery, our simple chapel will become a great monastery, and the blood shall be secreted away with a great many more wiles than it was before. I find it hard to fathom that we left such an artifact in such an obvious open space to begin with. Alas, his light singes away the mistakes of the past, leading to a more fortuitous dawn indeed. So this is cool. There is this thing that they keep on talking about, the blood of Lathander. And it would appear that the blood of Lathander was not corrupted or anything, but it was broken from its seal, and it like nuked a whole bunch of like Sharans, and it became like unstable to move. So they just built a church around the blood of Lathander, which, you know, hey, pretty cool. And that's what the Rosymorn Monastery is. A dust-covered tome of complaints to the Dawn Master. Who allowed a pilgrim to pay for wine with a cat? And what sort of cat even is it? One of my novices told me they saw it grow to the size of a humongous hound. That was moments before it attacked. They're talking about the Grimishkas. The poor novice didn't stop trembling for a 10-day. please, I beg of you, can't we just accept gold for good like ordinary folk? And for God's sake, call on someone to get rid of that nasty animal. It's pretty great. Oh, and actually, there was a book down in the kobold drinking area that we missed out on, but it was basically like a ledger of, okay, we sold this this wine to somebody for this much, and included in that is a reference to the to the cat that they received in exchange for some alcohol, or other way around, I guess. All right, this is a potion of animal speaking. We know how to make that. I really do like the detail though on the actual books. Like if we get a little bit more zoomed in, I mean, look how detailed that is. It's fantastic. I know. How dare that guy trade his cat? Especially a special cat like a Gramishka. All right. So with that, what we're looking at is this was the main entrance. Oh, sorry, no, this was the main entrance. And what we're going to be doing is kind of heading in. Actually, no, we're not going to head in. We're going to go up to the top. Because I want to go up to the top right now. Oh, all right, fine. Jump, jump. One more. Come on, Astarion. There we go. Oh, incidentally, let's go ahead and break this down. 42 damage. Yay! Let's see. It is worth noting that the Rosymorn Monastery is a little confusing. It's got like... I'm gonna have to like...
mutually exclusive. The weave is served best with a dash of eloquence.
Whenever Lae'zel speaks, I'm just gonna have to zoom in on her just because she is not loading up her lines.
Anything of use?
that was totally worth smashing that thing in. This door just leads back in here, but nah. All right, so we got all that. Let's head again up these routes up onto the roof. And again, what I was saying is that yeah, this whole monastery is a little twisty, a little windy. It is hard to get where you want to go. Oh, and I was already over there, so we move over this way. And here are...
Let's get in and out.
Oop. What did he say? I don't know what he said. Yeah. So I do feel a little bad because these are bald eagles. But we are going to kill them. Because they stole stuff from a blue jay, which is unacceptable. Actually, I'm going to break everybody. Oop. Oh my gosh. There we go. Everybody stealthed. Now I break them up. Now I'm going to jump over here. And again, the deal here is that I'm going to try to do a little bit of sneaking and attack them from stealth.
I just want
But I wonder if you can talk to these guys. I think you can, but yeah, I'm going to keep everybody else down here. I'm going to have Nerdad talk to these.
carefully now.
This area appears to be off limits. Perhaps you should wander elsewhere.
That is a creepy looking eagle. Oh my gosh.
Mother! The plot's won! It speaks to me! Help!
I should say I'm not gonna... I just wanted to say hello. I'm not gonna hurt you. I mean, it's not exactly true. Commit American crime. I know, is it a federal crime to kill a bald eagle in a game?
What a terrible idea! Get away!
No. Oh. Fine, you jerk. Jeez Louise. I'm gonna kill him just for being jerks. Yeah, let's have him stealthify a little bit more. And yep. Okay. Okay. I do want him in a slightly better position. Which I do. Oh.
Intruder! In my nest! This area was meant to be safe! Xavier, get behind Mummy!
Let's see. Oh, so this is kind of interesting. This is kind of going into the lance that they were talking about a little earlier. This is interesting. I am not going to promise not to meddle with the nest, because I absolutely am going to meddle with the nest. So, Still Gaming, is that the equivalent of if a tree falls in the woods and nobody's there to hear it, does it make a sound? This is the mafia version of that. All right, it's not your nest. You stole it from the little bird who used to live here.
You would accuse me of a crime in my own home! Outrageous!
Yep, here we go. Here we go. Calling reinforcements? What does that mean?
It's screeching for help.
Okay. Time to get everybody else into the fray here. Put him out of the way so that other people can jump up there a little bit more easily. But I do believe this is a good spot, so we'll go ahead and do that. 57 HP. What about this guy over here? 80 HP. Oh my gosh. All right. This might be a little bit of a problem, but we should be mostly okay. I am going to use a Hunter's Mark throughout this fight. Sneak attack. Yes, yes. Almost half of its HP. All right. Hunter's Mark. Here we go. And we'll go ahead and... Yeah, Dread Ambusher has a slight possibility of killing this guy, like, right off the bat. Not a great possibility, but a slight possibility. So, yeah, we'll try this and see if it works. Oh my gosh, I am missing, like, everything today. Never missed this much stuff with Astarion. Portent die... Don't necessarily want to do that. Oh, Gale does not have a quest yet to restore his Portent dice. Oh, because I haven't taken a short rest, that's why. Yeah, this is my Dread Ambusher. I'm just going to go ahead and do the Portent die. Ah, see, that didn't quite make it. Ah, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to want Astarion to have that extra move, so I'll go ahead and take it out right now. Cool. Let's go ahead and bring everybody else into the fight now. That might be a little tight, actually, but we should be okay. I'll have Lae'zel go in first, so that she's kind of a buffer between the Eagle and Gale. And I don't want her actually accidentally getting into sightlines here. She can jump so far. It's wonderful. Ah, what? Thought I was out of the twisting vines. Darn it. So Lae'zel actually... this is one of... Like, Githyanki are wonderful. It is a great race. It is a great race. Two things with Githyanki. First off, after a few levels, they... Actually, no, they might start with this, but as a ritual, they get the jump spell. Just really, really good. They already have a really, really good jump distance. Like, I believe that they... Githborn, nope. Maybe they don't have... Yeah, maybe they don't have just natural jump ability, but I do have Lae'zel like with a pretty high strength and a great athletic score, so she's already going to have like a long jumping distance, and so with this additional jump, it's just crazy what she's able to do. And on top of that, they also have astral knowledge, which, as it says here, like you'll gain proficiency in every skill of a chosen ability. So if you're sitting around here and you need Lae'zel to be good at all forms of communication with people, you just cast astral knowledge, and until long rest, she's going to be proficient in every single one of the charisma ability scores. Really, really fantastic ability. But for now, her fantastic ability is going to be smacking the crap out of this giant eagle. Or not. Or missing entirely. You know what? Let's go ahead and pommel strike. Yeah. Alright. Lae'zel's not going to be super useful with this. Okay, let's go ahead and start pulling out some of her bonus stuff. Let's do... Yeah, let's do Distracting Strike. Hopefully this connects. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So Distracting Strike, what it does is it grants advantage to all of my other teammates, which, conveniently enough, is exactly what I am looking for. Let me actually make sure that that's only not the next attack, but it is, in fact, all attacks until its next turn. Yeah, 1 turn remaining. Cool. So, in that case, let's get Gale in position. Oh. Oh, he wasn't stealth. Dang it. But, hey, I can go ahead and firebolt this now because it's not going to mutate into a weird panther thing. Hey, critical hit. Way to go, Gale. Was not expecting that. Look at all that. That's fantastic. That's the beauty of advantage. All right. Can he reach from here? That is outside of normal range, so let's scooch him up a little bit. See, you guys, I mean, this is tactician difficulty. Ain't no problem. Ain't no problem. And if you guys noticed, that was for only 1 attack that got advantage to it. So I should have read that a little bit more carefully. In fact, let me rearrange Lae'zel's stuff. So we have distracting, disarming, distracting. Move that down here. Trip attack, and disarming. These Battle Master fighters are so cool. Like, they get a whole bunch of extra status effects that they can just use, and those extra status effects do additional damage. So really, really, really strong thing. Because one of the things you can do is, really good strategy is if you have something that you are having difficulty with, then by golly, you just do a trip attack for your very first attack, and then you just start wailing on them with your regular attack, and because they are tripped, they will have, you'll have advantage against all of your attacks against them. Really, really cool. Here's another cool thing about these maneuvers, well, at least some of them. Like the Distracting Strike is not this way, but the disarming stuff and the trip attack is if you miss, it does not spend your superiority die. So you miss, fantastic. You just keep on going. Hey guys, the stream looks like it is way behind, but I think that might be just mine. So I'm gonna jump that way the heck forward. I know it didn't turn into another spider incident. No, I was ready this time, y'all. I was ready. Oh, let me switch over to Nerdad just so that we can... Oh, I think these eagle feathers are alchemical reagents as well. They sure are. What can we make with the eagle feathers? Oh, pushing a flying. That makes good logical sense. Is also worth noting that, you know, they've been talking about the lance that is the full blinding fury of Lathander. This is the lance right here. we will get into a little bit of that a little later on. Hopefully not too much. But yeah, if you'll notice, kind of crazy. That thing is pointed directly at this little shrine out here. Oh, and check out all the light rays popping through that. That looks great. That looks great. But oh, look, it's Simba, the Lion King. I don't know what's going on there. But spoiler alert, these little suns right here are indication of where the blood of Lathander is being held, and we will deal with that quite a bit later. Well, not quite a bit. We're at Rosewarn Monastery. We are going to be exploring this quite a bit, but we'll get into it. There are also the ceremonial weapons. I do want to collect those and keep them around, and in fact, I'm going to put these on Lae'zel. Nothing super fancy about the ceremonial warhammer. It is a +1 enchantment. Not that big of a deal. Let's see if I can speak with dead. Well, let me talk to the Blue Jay first, since
Glorious!
why I can.
Feathers bloody everywhere, mate. Feels good to be home in my nest.
So it's kind of interesting because Blue Jays in real life are kind of jerks. So I don't know. This Blue Jay's a little bit of a jerk, but I get it. His home was taken. So I mean, wouldn't you want to do the exact same thing the Blue Jay did? All right. Who said it's your nest? I killed the eagles. It's my nest. Dang it. Glad I could help.
I wish there was something I could give you in return. Oh, tell you what. When I escaped the eagles, I spotted something buried near that ferry dock. Might be worth a look.
A ferry dock, huh? Not totally sure where the heck that is. Let's see. There we go. Blue Jay was thrilled to have his nest back. All right. Let me see if there's a marker on the map. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So this right here, this is the dig site that we already dug up, so not that big of a deal. All right. Cool. And fortunately, the nest is not in the way of the big, huge laser, so we should be good on that. All right, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and group everybody up, and with that, we're gonna go ahead and end the stream for tonight. As always, appreciate you guys joining, and if you like this content, be sure to like and subscribe, and verbally assault that notification bell so that you can be notified whenever I go online. So yeah, appreciate y'all joining, and we will pick this up tomorrow at 8 a.m. Pacific time, 11 a.m. Eastern time. So cool, y'all have a good time until we meet again, and be safe out there if you are gonna go anywhere that's unsafe.